Hello everyone and welcome back to this review channel. My name is Edoggz and today we're going to be featuring the Galaxy Force figures. I only have a few on hand. So we're just going to start off with Galaxy Convoy. His number is GC-01. In the US, the series is known as Transformers Cybertron. It came out in January 8th, 2005. It lasted into December 31st, 2005. There's 52 episodes, in which the third part of the Unicron saga is included. Now, we're going to go through the box. This is the original packaging. It has a little bit of versa wear, a little bit of water damage on it, but this is the original packaging. Here on the side of the box, we have the fire truck mode. We have the flying fire truck mode. Then we have Optimus over here. We have this gun placement over there. And we have the super mode that's on the bottom. We'll go through all of that. And then on the back, we have this nice gallery of figures in which all of the characters appear in. And then Optimus is over here in this corner. Optimus is in his A pose, which is like the only pose that you can probably do with this figure. And we have these 6 gimmicks, which we're also going to get into. Now, the picture is making the gray plastic look silver. It's really not. It's the lighting. So, you know, there you go. We have the side of the box. And we have the gimmick, the force chip gimmick, which we're also going to get into. So we have this gimmick here, where these two things split apart. And then we have these 2 things right here, which we'll also get into. So there you go. Now, inside the packaging, it comes in 3 separate parts. So we're going to do them in parts. So we're going to do the rear section first. This is the rear section of the fire truck. And we have the 2 back wheels here. It's a light red. It's not like a hard dark red or burgundy, anything like that. We have this light silver breaking up the pipes, and maybe this is like a air intake or something to pump the water. It could be a thing. We have these silver stands on that side. It's painted white for the ladder here. The guns are just gray plastic. The back is not painted at all. And then we have the same thing on this side. Now the hubcaps, they kind of look more like a copperish color instead of a grayish color to me. That's just to me. And yeah, this is gonna be, this was, I believe it's positioned on this side. It's like in an L-shaped kind of deal when you get it in the packaging. So that is that part. And we're going to bring in these 2 add-on pieces. And therefore, for 2 things. Therefore, matter of fact, they're for 3 things. The fire truck mode, flight mode, and the gun placement. We're going to do gun placement first, since we're already here. So we're going to take these 2, and we're just going to marry them together. These 2 pegs going to fall into these 2 holes there. And just mushroom them together. Like so. And what you do here, you want to just open this up real quick, and it should fit this way. Right, so you need these 2 pegs here. That's what I'm calling them. And there's these 2 square ports that's on the bottom. And before we do that, we need to move these guns up like so. So it looks like that. And you just want to peg it in. And it's kind of hard to do because you can't see what you're doing. All right, so that should be pegged in. Move these back a little bit. Close this up like that. And you take this piece right here, you move it all the way back. And there is your gun placement. Don't worry, I'm gonna move my camera down. is what your gun placement is going to look like. Now, normally I don't use this mode, but you can orient these cannons up like so, and there you have it. You know, that's what it looks like. There it is from the front, and there it is from the back. I mean, from the side. And there's from the back. Not really going on, but you can move this if you want to. Move it out to the side. Same thing on opposite side. You move that any way you want. Now the other piece is the figure itself. Here is Optimus, and you can place him behind there to make him look like he's using it. There's no handles like the G1 version where he could put his hands on the handles to make it look like he's using it. But they normally just position him behind it to make it look like that. So yeah. Now this is considered a Voyager class figure. I could be wrong. Please let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is what the figure looks like. We're gonna do a quick comparison while we're here, and we're gonna move this out of the way. That's gonna come back in a second. We have Deluxe Masterpiece, Red Alert. Took me a minute to remember his name. And then we have Siege Jetfire. We're gonna back up. So just show you what that looks like. Much taller, but trust me, wait for it. So yeah. Now he does come with a gun. Let me get it up here. Which is this gray gun right here. It's kind of a mix of like a water hose. Like this part is like the water hose, and this is like the gun kind of deal. It's spring loaded. It comes with 3 projectiles, and they go into 3 different places. So you could put this in his hand by plugging it into this hole, and there's a peg there. And he holds on to it nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. You know, that's what it looks like. This other side. Now, let's do some quick articulation while we're here. Now, the shoulder can move up and down, but that is for transformation. You can use it as you wish. 360 degrees on the shoulder. It does have an inside shoulder, but that's about as far as you're going to get going outward. It has a bicep swivel midway through the elbow. The hands are a solid piece of plastic, but the fingers do move at the same time. If you bring up the skirt, you can bring up the leg that far. You can bring down the knee that far. Bring the arm up. You can move the legs out about that far, and that's about it. That's all you're going to get out of that. Other side, you can bring the leg all the way back. So, bring the leg back. Now, there's no waist articulation or anything like that. They kind of missed it by, I don't know, a couple of years for waist articulation for this set. Yeah, so it doesn't have that. It has 90 degrees on the elbow. A tad more. Just a tad. Just a tad. Just a touch. The head is 360 degrees. If it's not sinking into his chest, yeah, you can get it all the way around. You cannot look up or down or anything like that. It's pretty much there. The other gimmick is the chest. You can open this up. And you bring this plastic piece down, and it reveals the matrix of leadership. This is not the best matrix of leadership because it's not painted, it's not chromed, it's not even metal, it's just a piece of plastic that's in their chest. So there you have that. But I do like the chest. I like how they have the blue windows, not only for the chest, but it's for the windshield and the light bars. The other gimmick is a lever behind his head, and you bring that down, it brings his mask up, which I normally keep down. I like the mask up. I don't like the lips, to tell you honestly. So yeah, you go. So we're gonna go into the fire truck mode first, and then flight mode, and then the super mode. Right, so transformation of that, it's very simple. You want to take the head, push that down, take the shoulder, bring that back, take the forearm, you want to turn this way, like so, bring the arm backwards. If you haven't done it, close the hand. Same thing on that side. You want to make sure the hand is closed. Bring it backwards. You want to turn it so that the wheel is on the same side as the symbol, and bring it over like that. Separate from the shoulder, and it's going to be on this little leverage thing. So it's going to let you do this kind of maneuver. And pretty much you just take these together, and you should have that right now. Right. Like that, like so. Make sure all of this is together. Take the chest and you move it to the side. So it looks like this is the front part of the cab, and this is the back part of the cab where they normally sit out and stuff. Do the other side like that. Take the skirt, bring it up, bring it down, like that. Same thing on the other side. Take this back piece that's on the back of his leg, bring it down like that, all the way down. And you want to peg these together. Like so. And you want to bring it up. Like that, like so. So we're almost there. Just got to bring in the back half. And this is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. So you take these two guns here, just flip them in like that. So we don't have to worry about that just for that. And what's going to happen is these two pegs are going to go into these two rectangular slots. His feet will go into these little rectangular things, and these pegs will fall into these things here. Now it may fall apart. I'm trying to guarantee it will. Alright, so we're gonna separate this. Let's do it this way. Alright, that goes in. Alright, so the front part is in. And the feet, oh, there we go. Feet is being resistant. So we should have this by now, and we're going to put these two back into this piece right here. Right, so there's going to be two square things there. hard to see it. But it should peg in like that, like so. And you just close these up. Bring it over there. Bring that there. Now these pieces, they don't peg into anything. There's a slot system here, but there's no friction for the piece that actually fits in that section. You could use like I don't know, that brown tape, like not seller's tape, but it's the brown tape that normally the painters use. You can put a little bit on a tip, or you can put it inside the groove to give you a little bit more friction to make that more stable. And just bring that down, and there you have your futuristic armed up fire truck. So there it is from the side. We have 4 axles. We have 2 in front and 2 in the back. Now that's not unusual for cranes, but it's kind of unusual for fire trucks, but it is what it is. Now in Japan, I do think they have a vehicle not necessarily close to this, but the wheelbase, yes. Yeah, so, and another thing to note is that these wheels can they can virtually turn vertically to like park the vehicle sideways instead of doing the S figuration that you normally do in your car. So yeah, there you go. Now let's get into the gimmick before we go into the next mode, and we have this force chip. Now there's 4 force chips for 4 different planets, but Optimus and Megatron have their own force chip. And you pretty much go in here, that pops open. Now it takes AA batteries, you need 2 of them, and this light is supposed to light up, and these things are supposed to light up as well. I'm not exactly sure if it's a flashing thing because I never thought about using it. So you take this out, you do it on the other side, and you just plug that in. And again, you get these 2 things that pop out to the side. So those 2 projectiles go here, and where the gun used to be, excuse me, sorry, you put that projectile there, pretty much. And it's all spring loaded. You have these little triggers, and they'll shoot the thing out for you. So yeah. Now again, there's 4 force chips. There's one that's on a speed planet. There's one on a jungle planet. There's one that I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was or what planet it was. And then you have, I think that's 2. Yeah. And then you have Optimus force chip. And they're supposed to lock into a thing called the Omega Lock. And that is supposed to turn Cybertron into Primus. And that is a brand new character altogether. Now, again, this series was about the destruction of Unicron, which created an immense black hole, and they were trying to seal the black hole. And that's why they needed the force chips. So anyway, we're going to go into flight mode, if it doesn't fall apart on us. Yep, it's falling apart as soon as I said it. Yep. And it's very easy. Very easy. So you bring these open, like so. And which way? You want to turn this way. And you want to bring the cannon up like that. You can leave this down. You can leave it up. It's your preference. Let's leave it up for now, just real quick. Same thing on the other side. Bring this open. Turn. Take the cannon, and bring that open. And there is your flight mode. Hope I got it all in shot. That's what it looks like. I I normally don't have it in this mode. This is a little too far-fetched for me. A flying truck, no, is just not. But it is what it is, you know. So here it is from the top. Here it is from the back. You can kind of see it's coming apart right now. One side is higher than the other, but it's all right. And then this side. So let's go back to where we started. And we're going to put this back together. There you go. Ta-da. Now we're going to go into super mode. And we're going to separate all of this. I'm going to do all of this. I'm going to leave that back there. We're going to take this piece. That's why I want to go together. Take this all apart. And we need to go back into the robot mode. So we want to split the legs. We're going to concentrate on the feet first. Take the feet. You want to bring it, slide it back. You want to bring it forward. And this peg is going to fall into that hole there. Right, so. Right. Same thing on the other side. You want to slide this back, flip forward, and if you haven't done it already, you flip the foot into that slot. It's going to make them tall. Next, you want to split the arms like we did before. Split it open like that. Take the windows. You want to go back to create the chest. They peg in together. And you want to take this arm, bring it down like so, and you want to just bring it down like that. Same thing on the other side. Bring this out. Slide this down, if you will. And you want to orient the arm like so. Take the legs, bring them all the way down. Bring this the cod piece down. Use mode. And you want to take the hands where it's facing forwards. Just lean them back a little bit. Right. And you want to bring the head up by this lever. Right. Since we're here, we're going to bring down this lever down the back of his head to bring up the mask. Bring the arms open because we need the space. And we're going to take this piece here. We're going to split it apart. And then go on the back of the legs. And you're going to tell, it's going to tell you which side it is on when you look at it. So these two pegs here are going to go on this side. Take the gun, you want to swing it down like that, and you want to bring it in like that. Same thing on the opposite side. Pick this in. Like so. Swing this down, and then bring it in like that. Lower half is done. Now for the cape, you want to bring this open like so. You want to turn this all the way around 160. Don't worry about that. Bring this all the way around like that. So it should be like this. Right? Now you have two options. We're going to do the first option first. You can bring these cannon parts behind the wheels. they don't peg into anything. Is all the ratchets doing. So you should have something like that. So we're ready to combine this to him. Take these black things, bring it up. Get your figure. You want to slide it through his mid section here. Like that. That was easy. Take those black things here. I know it's off shot, but bring those down. Bring those down. And there you have it. Now, let me just put him all the way back there so you can see. And if we wanted to, we could get his gun. Matter of fact, let me just show you what it looks like from far away. So that's what it looks like. Just about, no, he's still shorter than the box, but that gun is almost at the top of the box. But that's what it looks like. We're going to do another comparison. And the only person I have on hand to do that is that Siege Jetfire. Now he is back heavy. It will do that from time to time. All right, so hold on 1 second. Give you a side by side what that looks like. Let's bring down the color. Jetfire is still taller. We got the wing section. Oh, that's how that looks. Now the other configuration is the super weapons mode. And before we get into that, there's Red Alert standing next to him. Okay, so super weapons mode. We're gonna start with the legs. Take these cannons, just bring them out. Like that. Next, can't see it on shot, but we're gonna do our best. Take this cannon, bring it down, bring it forward, like that. And you can kind of put the arm on there. There's no peg for this. I wish there was a peg or maybe like a handle or something to put it into his hand. That would have been a cool thing. Because he can undersling the gun like that. If there was a thing there. And the same thing goes to the other side. You can bring that down. You gotta move the arm up a little bit. Now this one doesn't want to click into place. Now you take your force chip and you do the same thing you did at the beginning. All right. Okay, so this one is spring loaded, so this won't stay open if you take the force chips out. And what about this one? Will it work for me? Okay. All right, so that one will work. So you could activate this one first, and then you can leave this one in for that side. So you have something like that. Fix this chest real quick. And there you go. You got him in his super weapons mode or something or other. Yeah. I don't normally put it in this mode either. But yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. It is back heavy. And I believe the reason why they didn't put the waist is because it was going to be back heavy. Look how far back that backpack is. And there it is from the back. And then it's from the side. Now, the only piece I don't have for him, there's two pieces. I think his name is Lionizer or Lion Kaiser or something like that. It's a lion that turns into an arm, and it has like claws, and this arm, both arms can actually do it. It doesn't matter which side you put it on. The arms retract back, and you can plug in a lion on his right hand side. And the other part is Sonic Bomber. That's his name. I don't have him on hand either because he is very, very expensive. And pretty much it swaps out the backpack. So you remove this backpack and you can replace it with an actual jet backpack. So yeah. But I'm working on, why is that doing that? I'm working on getting it so I can show you the complete thing. Now, the other thing I will put in the description box is there's an article about them re-releasing Convoy and Sonic Bomber together in another gift set, if you will. I'm not particularly fond of the box that they chose to put both of them in, but it is what it is. They chose that. And they're going to be re-releasing those soon. Don't have a date for it yet, but I prefer the Japanese Toys R Us exclusive. It's a rectangular box. I'm not sure how it's packaged, but I do believe Sonic Bomber is in his plain mode, and Optimus is just broken down into two pieces, if you will. So yeah, so I hope you really enjoy this video. Whoa, let me just hold on. Let me rewind for a second. Now, the story about Cybertron was there was an idea of the Transformers Energon, Armada, and Cybertron was supposed to be linked together as a story. They decided not to go with that, but the only thing that links them together is Unicron. Unicron is the only constant thing between those three stories. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Do you have any questions, put them in the comments in the comment box, you see. And I will see you in the next video. And matter of fact, that's going to happen very soon. So if you want to hang out with me, I think you might enjoy the video that is coming up very soon. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.